Hello students, this video is about finding the slope. Maybe I should put finding the slope from a line. So slope is defined as rise over run. The slope of a line is how much it goes up and down, I guess. All of a sudden I didn't have the words. So this is a positive slope. You could have, and it's a kind of a medium slope. You could have a slope that goes like that, or you could have a slope that's really steep like that. Okay, but the slope we're going to use today is this line here. Now, rise and run. Okay, so remember that this is X and this is Y. Okay, so your rise is your Y value, how much up or down it goes, and the run is your X value, how much over left or right it goes. Now in Spanish it's a little hard to translate, but literally speaking it's subida sobre recorrer, but that might not be exactly correct. I'm not sure what words math teachers use for slope. Okay, but in English it's rise over run. So how much it goes up or down over how much it goes left or right. So the slope of this line, I've been given a line and I need to determine the slope from the line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at this point, and first I'm going to do rise. So it goes up, okay? So I'm going to count how much it goes up from this point to this point. So I'm going to do a line here and then over, okay? So it goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the rise equals 6 over, start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So actually this has a slope of 1. 6 divided by 6, or 6 over 6, is the same thing as 1. Or 6/6 is the same thing as 1. Okay, so what you do is you see how you start at one point and you calculate how much you go up and over to get to the next point. Or sometimes down and over, or down, sometimes you go down and left, sometimes you go down and right, or up and left. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few more examples. Okay, let's go to another page. So let's start, we've got our graph paper. I want to start with, slope equals rise over run. So this is our X. Ooh, that's a big mistake. This is our Y over our X. Okay, now let me draw a graph. And this is an example from your worksheet. So we have a point at 3, 0, and a point at 2, 1, and oops, a daisy. Let me make those points in green. Okay, and now it's very difficult to, there, let's see if I can make that look. Okay, that's terrible. Okay, here we go. It's hard to make a straight line on here. So I'm going to start at this point, and I'm going to count how much I go up versus how much I go over. Okay, so I'm going to do my rise first. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and then I'm going to go, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, so the run is 2. So 4 divided by 2 equals 2. So the slope equals 2. Okay. Now, not all slopes. In this case, we had a positive number and a positive number. And in this case, we had a positive number and a positive number. And our answer was positive, and here our answer was positive. Not all slopes are positive. Let me show you a negative slope. So first, let's remember rise over run. Let's remember that this is our y value, this is our x. Let me draw a graph as carefully as I can. And we have a line that goes through the points -3, 2, and 1, -3. So I start at the origin and I go 1, -3. And actually I want to do green, 1, -3. Okay, and -3, 2. And then I have to try and draw a line. So I'm going to connect my 2 points, and then I'm going to try and extend it out in a way that makes sense. Okay, so from this point I go left, and then I go up. Okay? So, well, and actually I'm going to start here and go, my rise is going to go negative, and my run is going to go positive. So I'm going to start here. Always start on the left. I apologize. I should have drawn it like this. First I'm going to go down, and then I'm going to go right. Okay? So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to say rise goes down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so my rise is -5. Because I went down, the rise is negative. And then I'm going to go to the right 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So my run is +4. Okay, when you go to the right, your run is positive. If I go to the left, my run is negative. If I go up, my rise is positive. If I go down, my rise is negative. Now, this is going to be our final answer. Okay, that's our slope. Because this doesn't divide to a whole number, so we'll just leave it as a fraction. That's our answer. So slope equals -5/4. Okay. Let me do one where, let's do one more. Okay, remember we're going to do rise over run. Rise is our y, run is our x. Let's do number 4. This is number 4 on the worksheet. Okay. And so we have a point going through 0, 3. So start here, 0, and then up 3, 0, 3. And we have a point at 4, -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's 4, -4. So I'm going to make this green, and I'm going to erase these. Okay. And I need to make my line the best I can. Oh my gosh, terrible. Okay, so start here, rise, run. So start at the left, go to the right. My rise equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but negative 7, right? Because I went down. I started here and I went down 7, so that's negative 7. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And my run, one, 2, 3, 4 to the right, so it's positive. So positive 4. So my slope equals negative 7 over 4. Okay, this does not divide to a whole number, so we're going to leave it as a fraction. Okay, we often give a slope as a fraction unless, like here, 4 divided by 2 gives us 2. So if the slope is, this is a good thing for me to point out. If the slope is 2, what that means is it's 2 over 1. So here's my rise, and here's my run. For every 2 that I go up, I go over to the right 1. So I can make more points here. I could go up 2, 1, 2, over 1. Oh, and this line should go through here. Up 2, over 1. Up 2, over 1. And you can see that my blue line is not very straight, but now it's better. And from here, I could go the opposite. Left 1, down 2. Left 1, down 2. And I did a better job on this line, okay? Here, if our slope comes out to be 1, that means that our rise is 1, and the run is 1. So it's 1 over 1. Any whole number can be written over 1. So 2 over 1 or 1 over 1. Very good job. Thank you, Ishukran.